peeps, welcome back to D's Corner. Here on today's corner, we got a lot to talk about. I'm so excited to get back in the swing of uploading because when you're a mom, it's like you got to really balance everything all together. So, yes, you guys, I am talking about, once again, last week's topic going into this week's topic. So, it's kind of like a weekly respiel, but make sure you do those free 99 special with your subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. We're gonna follow up with the DDG versus Halle and the retail lady. So she did come out with another video, part two, of explaining like what went on, because this follows into this week's topic. We're just talking about DDG not seeing Halo or whatever. So let's just talk about that later on in the video. But this is also what she had to say.
And we are told that if we are continuing to return worn product without a valid defective reason or anything, then we would get written up. We would get written up. That affects my career. That affects me. I can get in trouble. If it's a repeat offense, we could get fired. I was not going to take that risk for a celebrity who wore something, and yes, it'd be easier to just take it, but no, I'm not going to take that risk. This is my job, this is my career, this is my income. No, I wasn't going to take that risk. I'm sorry to people who don't agree, but no, I was not going to. Anyway, that is why he was able to return it at a different location, different policies, different manager, different way of running things. So that's, I hope that makes a little more sense. Back to the interaction of what caused all of this. The man who came in with his girlfriend was completely different from the first time around. He was not friendly, he was not nice, he was just completely different. Every time me and him were talking, his girlfriend would chime in, cut us off, speak over me, and act very entitled in my opinion, and not be friendly. Like, there's a way of speaking to people, and I don't think that she had to speak to me that way, so I did what I had to defend myself. Moving forward, many people did not agree with the fact that I showed him that music video as proof. Again, this has happened. It was a repeat offense. This was not targeted. It is not directed towards him. We had stylists do this all the time. I've said no to regular people. I've said no to celebrities. I've said no to clients who've returned worn stuff. This was not targeted towards them. It's something I would do to this day, to say no to worn product, especially if I knew it was worn. It's what I had to do. So yes, I showed the video, and for two specific reasons. The first reason is technically smell is not a valid reason to deny a return. It is not a valid reason. And secondly, because it wasn't working, because they were still persistent, and I technically didn't have a valid reason to deny this return, I did have to present that proof, because number one, he told me that I did not have proof, and number two, I needed to deny this return, so I did what I had to do. Do I regret it? No. Was it a little bit unprofessional? Sure, but I had the support of my store manager, corporate, my managers, everybody, and I made everybody aware that I did this, and I was agreed with that I did the right thing. So I don't think it's wrong. I don't think what they did was right. It's nothing that you guys say will justify that, because he tried to ruin my life, ruin my career. And I know even posting this video, because his fan base has now found my TikTok and is now claiming that they were there, that is impossible. There are only 2 other clients there and my whole team of co-workers. Yeah, I doubt it was them. I can bet anything on them. It was them. Now they're claiming that they were there, and I did say all of this. That proves how sick and crazy his fan base is. I knew what I was getting into. I know at the end of the day that there are going to be people who do not believe me. There are going to be people who do believe me. You can't please everybody, no matter what proof I post, no matter what I say, no matter anything. There are going to be people who do not believe me, and that is okay. You do not have to believe me. I promise you, it's okay. Scroll on, move on. This is just my story, and I want to tell it. Lastly, he tried to ruin not only my life, but I got my old manager's permission to mention that he also, in addition to blasting me in that same text message that he posted on his Instagram story, he also mentioned my manager. I didn't mention this before because I needed to ask my manager's permission to say that. He called him out by name, and he said that he was racist. It was not to the same extent, but it's still wrong. I got most of the heat because he said I called him that slur. So that's why I faced so much repercussion, why it was all targeted towards me. So it is wrong. He tried to ruin 2 people's lives, plus that nail salon owner who I guess was pregnant at the time. It is wrong, it is sick behavior, and I am actually really shocked to see people in the comments justifying this, saying that I should have just returned it and went about my day. Yeah, I could have, or I could have stopped these people who think using their status and who they are to try and do whatever they want, walk all over me, and abuse. Clearly they abused their power to do this. So I actually don't regret anything I did. It's fine. I might look stupid to people in the end because they got the return, but I don't care. At least I tried my best to fight back and stand up for myself, and I make no apologies for doing what I did. That's it. It's okay if you don't understand it. It's okay if you think I'm wrong in some ways. I feel justified and valid in everything I did, and they will probably do this again. They will probably go after me again. I'm actually very nervous because I see people tagging them, but I think it's worse if I just don't say anything. I think it is so much worse if I just keep my mouth quiet. So I will post proof. I'll post the receipts soon. I'm trying to figure out like how to do that in the background so I can go over it with you guys. I'm not too good at TikTok.
I agree with her. You know, you got to take up for yourself. DDG is making lots and lots of money as is, and this is your income. Now, think about it, y'all. What would you do if you was in her shoes? Like, the jacket was already worn. The jacket was smelling like puff puff. If you guys get where I'm going with that, I'm going to have to use puff puff because since YouTube is very sensitive. But you're returning it, and plus it costs 6 racks. 6 racks would be beautiful right now in my pockets, okay? So she's protecting herself. She's protecting her job. Anyone, even though this is, like, I watched DDG back in the day. I still do to this day. Like, at a standpoint, logically, you would do the exact same thing, like the retail lady would do. Like, I really had to ponder on this situation because, for one, of course, we are going to stand up for our favorite, YouTuber or whatnot. But at the end of the day, I kind of see that he brought Halle because he can't really go back and forth with a girl. It would make him even look bad as is because, the internet loves dissing DDG because I got a different part of the video I'm going to talk about. But she covered herself because you have to cover yourself. Have to cover yourself at the end of the day. You have to. Yeah, so let's get into this next topic. I want to continue, but that coverage have already been discussed, but we'll do one more small video on that topic. But let's get into this topic. So DDG versus Halle. Halle is and Halo has RSV, which is like a very sickness that you do not want to get. You do not want to get. Okay. It's very contagious. It can get passed instantly. As a mom, I understand. My little man had it, and it was rough. And I hated him going through that. Apparently, DDG, quote unquote, haven't been there 100% to be able to help Halle with the baby, with Halo. So, after that, he goes onto the internet. Yeah, I don't think that was right, going on to the internet. I think they should have just talked it out among themselves. Because once again, Halle went to the internet. She was upset about the Castanet stream. It didn't go her route the way she thought it was. It backfired her. It went left. DDG done the same thing, and boom. Now, I get his part. I get her part. I have mixed feelings about this. But this is what DDG has to say.
Before. Never been able to. I don't have permission. Like, it's like I have a fucking second mom. Like, I gotta ask my second mom, hey, can I take my son? Can I take our son somewhere? But if she want to get up and leave the country and leave the state, I get no say so whatsoever. I can't say one word. Because she tell me that she the primary parent. Like, it's like, bro, the shit not cool, bro. It's not fair, bro. Like, I promise you, I swear on my life, on my soul, on my son, I never wanted to come on here and say no shit like this. But I feel like this is the only way. So now if y'all don't see me with my son, every day, y'all know I stream every day. Every day I don't see my son, I'ma number it. Let's see. I know she gonna let me see my son now. This is the only way. Behind closed doors, I have not been able to see my son. Only if we on perfect terms.
That really should have been left between them. Like, I kind of get where he's coming from. Like, going back to where before he was with Kennedy, since DDG has always wanted to be a good father. And I guess a lot of people now like have me mixed emotions because I wish Halle's fan base would have watched DDG before he actually got with her to understand his point of view. I can understand sometimes DDG do too much. I mean, he's a streamer. That's his job. Halle knew what she was getting into when she was with him. She knew about his career. Like, all bloggers share their kids unless they choose not to. Some start and then some quit. Some quit and some start. But I guess, you know, like the generation that he has is now older and the content, it needs to go further. And now that he's not having Halo, it's like, I guess the views of the streams are not in place like he used to. But at the same time, if Halle can go here and there, he can do the same, you know. And DDG was just at Paris a couple of like months ago, so I guess they was on good terms. You know. But this is what Halle had to say. Also, Halle was recently spotted, and you know that triggered everything with her love interest in the movie
Me and Halo are
Little
very
Mermaid,
sick.
Jonah.
We have
So this is what Halle was saying, and here's a
and
clip of also with Jonah
do
and
not
Halle.
feel good at all. So sorry, I haven't been posting snaps, but I've just been using all my energy to take care of my baby and myself. Yeah, any mommies have any tips for this cold? We both have fevers on and off. We went to the doctor yesterday. She gave us medicine. She just told us to rest, lots of fluids, everything. But any other tips would be welcome and needed. I love you guys.
Hey you guys, that is definitely contagious. Like, it's a very contagious disease. Not a disease, but it's like a virus. But anyways, you guys, I hate that they're dealing with this currently. So anyways, you guys, hit the subscribe notification bell and don't forget to turn on your notifications like I just said. And I gotta go, you guys. See you later.